All right, let's get to it, Rob. News of the day, even though we're coming off an NFL Sunday, was that LeBron James, those of you who saw his, not an altercation, but let's call it a kerfuffle. A kerfuffle in Detroit.
That's something you usually have with tea at noontime. What?
Kerfuffle? Well, I was trying to think, was it a Donnybrook, a brouhaha?
I say brouhaha.
I think the perfect word was kerfuffle. I looked it up. Kerfuffle is a commotion.
Oh, it was more
usually caused over disagreements.
I know right? There was blood involved. That was a P6 brawl, Chris.
But that was like, that wasn't a brawl, but
no,
yeah,
but blood was involved.
Sure.
That can't be a kerfuffle or whatever you're saying, because who wants blood on their kerfuffle with tea?
All right. So anyway, if you didn't see it, if you're under a rock and didn't see it, maybe you're just watching football all day. I was watching both. But so LeBron James, the Lakers are being beaten by the Detroit Pistons, which is in and of itself is ridiculous.
They were down by 19. It was ugly, Chris. It was
ugly. At the time, I think they were down 12, but they ended up falling back down by 17, 19, whatever it was, came back to win, but they're down 12 at the time. There's Lakers are shooting a free throw, Detroit shooting a free throw. So Anthony Davis or Isaiah Stewart, the young forward, second-year forward for the Pistons, is sandwiched in between Anthony Davis and LeBron. So the free throw is shot, and LeBron, they're all three kind of battling for position. And LeBron and Isaiah Stewart's arms kind of locked. They kind of get locked in. You're battling for position. And LeBron, basically breaks away from the lock and in the process hits Isaiah Stewart in the mouth and the eye. I think as, his momentum, I don't know what he hit first, but he hit him in the mouth and the eye. And Isaiah Stewart goes down like Sean Porter, our friend of the show, who put up a valiant effort, but he went down against Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, but you're not saying he was jaking it. I mean, he got hit. He wasn't
No. I mean, Sean Porter went that legitimate knockdown. And he's down. LeBron goes over yo, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. You all right? Blah, blah, blah. And they get face to face. And, they're kind of, I guess LeBron's apologizing, explaining himself. And Isaiah's kind of upset. And Rob, blood was starting, if you look at it, starting to come out of his mouth, and then it started coming out of his eye. And I think when he saw the blood, he went berserk.
I think that's I think that's a natural reaction.
He did?
With blood?
All that he did?
With the blood. I'm talking about once the blood starts and you
got to go crazy?
You realize, I think in that situation, that was a weird, I've seen guys unbreak from being locked arms on a rebound, but I've never seen anybody get hit like that. I've never seen that.
So let me finish explaining it, then you can go ahead and give your, so basically both players, you probably saw it, but once Stewart saw the blood, he went after LeBron. I haven't seen somebody go after a player on an NBA court. Now, I was there. Rob, if you remember Marcus Camby, Martin Luther King Day, runs across the court to throw a punch at Danny Ferry, who was on the sidelines, and Jeff Van Gundy tackles Camby. Right. I was right there on press row, 2 feet away. And so I've seen that, but Isaiah Stewart, what was unique to me about the way he went after LeBron is that he did it for 5 minutes? There were 5-6 people holding him back, and he acted calm, and then they let him go, and he starts going at him again. Then he runs around the court to try to get him. Then he goes through the tunnel to try to come out the other side to get to the Lakers bench. It was nuts. So anyway, both players were ejected, LeBron and Stewart. And today the news comes down. LeBron James suspended for 1 game. Isaiah Stewart suspended for 2. Rob, your reaction?
I think both should have been suspended for 2 games. I think they could have looked at it. Sure, did Isaiah go a little bit? When somebody's bleeding and they get hit in the face and eye in a circumstance like that, people are apt to react to it. I mean, it wasn't like he was throwing chairs or anything like that. Or ran into the did
he
something
ran into
like
the
that.
tunnel.
Right, but he didn't run into the stands or cause anything there. No, thank God, and you don't want to have that. LeBron, I give the league credit. LeBron's going for his only visit to Madison Square Garden, and he ain't playing. So they
That's
didn't.
a bummer.
Yeah, it is a bummer, but they didn't do kid gloves to say LeBron. Right. LeBron, there was a little excess there. Chris, like I said, I get it. Your arms are locked. You're trying to but he hit him. Even if he didn't really mean to.
Do you think he intended to hit him?
I can't. The intent, I can't say.
We don't know, of course. But
exactly. So I'm not even going to sit here and act like, oh, yeah, LeBron meant to hit him. No, I can't say that and be keeping it real. You know what I mean? I don't know what his intentions. But whatever it was, I think he was he was going to do it hard, and it just so happened. Do you know what I mean, Chris?
No, I think he meant to get off me. You know what I mean?
Hard, right.
But I don't think he was trying to hit him.
Because he could have let his arms down limp if he really wanted to unclench. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't his intent. It was forceful. And then he happened to connect in the eye and the face, and I think that's why the league felt it was just. I think the league would have been trashed if it was just Isaiah Stewart. If he was the only one who got suspended. I get it. They probably are saying from, not calming down and running around or whatever, they gave him an extra game, but I think it should have been 2-2.
I didn't think LeBron deserved a game. Because I didn't think, and you're right, nobody knows except LeBron, to be honest. And we probably will never know what exactly he was thinking. But I thought he was pulling away, as you said, from the arm lock. Now, he did it forcefully, to your point. He wanted to, yo, get off me, that type of thing.
I think that's why, Chris, yeah.
Right, and he hit him. I don't think he meant to hit him like that. And here's why, Rob. One, LeBron, 19 years in the league, you know this, never had a reputation, not even a hint of being a dirty player. Not even, and Rob, from covering the league, we know you hear about players that people think are dirty. Chris Paul, John Stockton, Draymond Green. It gets around that players that people feel are dirty.
There's no
and LeBron's
doubt.
Never had that type of reputation. I don't think he's going to start that in his 19th year. And the second thing is that the way he went over there to, kind of went over there to see, yo, you all right? And I don't know exactly what they were saying when they were face to face, but I'm assuming it was yo, I didn't mean it. You good? And I think if you do it on purpose, if you throw a blow like that on purpose, Rob, you're ready for whatever comes after. Got to be. And so I think you go over what? I told you, stop bumping me, man. Man, you've been hitting me all game. I told you about that. Something like that. And LeBron didn't do. So that's my opinion.
See,
I'm not killing the league for one game. It's fine. I did think Stewart deserved more, though. I said on TV I thought he should get 2 at least. And I think, Rob, and you look, I think you're downplaying Stewart a little. You may think I'm downplaying LeBron. I think what Stewart did, the league has to send a message to him and everyone else that we cannot have this. Fortunately, it didn't escalate, but it wasn't because of him. He tried his darndest to escalate that thing. And had he gotten to LeBron and it became a fight, the Lakers, you saw him. Anthony Davis said, we're not letting anybody get to our brother like that. It would have been both teams going at it. And potentially, I hate to even bring it up, but potentially fans are that close to the court. Who knows what could have happened? So I just think you got to send a message yo, no way, even though you didn't get to him, thankfully, you can't even come close to doing what you did.
Yeah, I don't think that a 2-game suspension in that was hammered by the league.
It doesn't. I agree.
Because if you would have told me that, it would have been a week or 10 days saying you can't do that. And so I just think the league understood partially, Chris, that he was hit very hard. And whenever somebody draws blood from you, you can't ignore it. If there was
but
no
you don't
blood,
go crazy.
no. But if there was
like
no
you
blood,
saw his reaction.
yeah, I got it. But
I mean, that was a little too far.
Well, I don't know.
I get blood, and I get you being upset, but
But I think he never
did you
thought
see
he
him
would
running through?
Yes.
He ran through about 7 people like he was freaking Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I thought that was the somebody running with a line in front of him because he was getting to the first down marker.
Right.
There's no doubt.
Dudes and coaches getting run over.